everybody, and welcome to the stream.
Hi, everyone.
The Steam Restream today. I'm Anya with Product Marketing, and today with me is Alex
And I'm Alex, CEO and co-founder.
of Restream. Today, we are going to focus primarily on your questions. So we are going to take any questions that you have for me or for Alex. It's kind of like Ask Me Anything style show. We do have a little bit of news and like watching what's going on.
Yeah, we can start with this as well.
We will start with this for sure. But primarily, this is for you to ask us anything you want to know about Restream story, about our products, our features, our offering, use cases, anything that you want to share that you do with Restream. Now is the time. And this is kind of like an office hours too with you. So people can share their requests, what they are doing with Restream and where they see Restream taking them.
Actually, sorry for the interruption.
No,
it
go
becomes
for it.
much harder to join shows because there are so many people from our team who actually wants to participate, and I become mostly like a backup option.
We were joking about this. That's true. So this is the first time Alex is live since January, right?
Yeah. We started with a new studio, and
Yes.
after that, like so many people from the product team, from engineering team.
Yeah. So many people stepped up.
Yeah.
But
cool.
You're right. It is a little bit of a filler episode. A lot of times we have new announcements and new features that we demo. Today, we're not going to actually demo anything. We're just going to chit chat and hopefully connect with you guys. So let us know in the chat right now, where in the world are you watching from? Maybe what kind of use cases you're streaming, what kind of content. Are you a musical creator, gaming creator, marketer, builder? Let us know in the comments. And we are continuing to actively grow our YouTube channel. If you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. If you're watching us somewhere else,
on X and on LinkedIn, please don't hesitate to subscribe as well. And actually, we are aiming for new numbers. So we want to achieve 100,000 followers on YouTube.
Yes.
And it's kind of growing painfully slow.
Yes.
So please
Help us
subscribe. And as well, like we are trying to get 200,000 followers on X.
Yes, and we're so close. We're at 190 on X and at about 80,000 on YouTube. So give us a like, give us a follow if you can. We're live today on many, many different platforms. It's Facebook, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Instagram, and TikTok. So we have about 15 channels that are paired in addition to our core channels. And we are live in both vertical and horizontal formats, which is something you can do directly from studio now. So if you're watching us on mobile, let us know. That's always interesting to see.
And we are also live clipping this show too. So we are going to clip, as always, our stream and chop it on the short format videos and post it at the same time, while we are live.
Absolutely, starting from about 10 minutes from now. Absolutely. All right, let's have a look at the chat.
What's going on?
What is going on? We have lots of folks checking in today. Grant from Restream says, hello, everyone from Portland, Oregon. Grant is our moderator in YouTube right now. We see Timothy. He says, hello, everyone from Salisbury. Then there is hello from Austin. That's from Alex Bichok. Hello from North Carolina. And Danger Zone says hello. That is lovely. Ice.
We're actually streaming from Austin studio, right? So from our Austin office. Have I mentioned this or not?
This is the rare case when both of the co-hosts are in the same location, because most of the time I do have remote guests. So today I have Alex right here in Austin, Texas, and that's where we're based. This is where our Restream headquarters is. And even our co-producer, Alex, who is our head of product, is sitting, you won't believe it, on the floor in this room. So that's where he is.
In the corner.
In the corner. We won't show him. Maybe we'll show him in the end. But that is the show. I love it. So let's see. Danger Zone has questions already. People are saying yo, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube.
Yo.
Greetings from Fish Family. Absolutely. Love this. Hi, everybody. Fish Family always reminds people to subscribe and like us. This is excellent. Some other folks checking in saying we are streaming on Kick. That's really cool. We're not on Kick today, but maybe one day. This is definitely one of the platforms that you could use. Is there a way to output to a virtual camera from studio? Some good questions are coming in. So
do we stream to Telegram actually?
To Telegram, we
today.
can, but
no,
not
we can, but
not
okay.
Today. Do you think we should?
Yeah, I think we must.
We don't really have a big channel there, so we can only, I guess, stream in our profiles because we never build up the Telegram channel for Restream. But that's a good thing.
I think that we need to experiment as well. We support this platform too, and I think that we can definitely explore more how we can build audience there.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, let us know. I love that people are dropping in and sharing which channels and which platforms they're streaming to. So of course, Restream in its core is all about multicasting, so going live everywhere where people are watching. That's the beauty of Restream. But yeah, it's always interesting to see where you guys are going live.
I see also some comments from some people that try to troll us, like hi to all trolls from Austin, Texas.
Who's trying to troll us? I don't see any trolling. Ha ha ha! What's wrong with that? Is that the one? But yeah, so we are going to still display. So this chat overlay is something that I personally love to use because it gets every comment from every platform in one place, and you can display it on your screen. Very cool way to kind of help your people connect from all different channels and different platforms and see and like let them have the conversation. So that's why we do that. And now I guess let's have a look at what's going on social media. But you guys, please continue asking your questions. We're trying to get as many comments as possible today. We want to beat the number of questions we got for our Ask Me Anything with developers, which was an extremely popular show. People had a lot of questions. So yeah, let's beat those numbers today.
Just let's prepare and like we will start answering them in a bit, maybe
yes,
like in 15
just
minutes from
about
now.
10 minutes, yes, we will start answering questions. So one of the interesting news that we were like looking at this week with the team was Justin Bieber at Coachella.
Yeah, I think it's...
Yeah, do you want to?
I think you can start and I will just...
Yeah, totally.
Continue.
Totally. So what happened there is Justin Bieber is a headliner at Coachella. It's a huge live music festival in the United States, for those who don't know. Justin was a headliner, and at some point during his act, he turned to YouTube, basically displayed his live YouTube stream with the live chat on this mega jumbotrons that they have at music festivals, and basically asked the chat to recommend or request a song. And then he looked at the chat messages, which were running like crazy because obviously he's very popular. And eventually he picked the song that viewers requested. So the beauty of that is, even if you're no Justin Bieber, you can still let your audience be a co-host of your show and basically determine what kind of songs you're playing, what kind of features are you showing, what kind of questions you're answering. So that's kind of like very inclusive, interactive way to host live streams. And it's also easier because then you don't have to prepare content, right? Like you don't have to make slides.
Yeah, and you kind of connect these viewers, your fans who are much far from the event itself.
Yeah.
So not everyone could be able to make to the show, right? So they have this festival, like they sold out all the tickets, but fan audience, the size of the audience of Bieber is just like normal. So he has fans around the planet, right? So from all these countries, not everyone could make it. And like, be able to have this kind of feeling of connecting with him and like ask him questions and like send a request, I think that it was something that not everyone does. And it's kind of was a unique for this particular case event.
Yeah.
And I think that some of this, so he made his fans more happy with this stuff, right?
Absolutely. I mean, like it's not everyone can be, like you said, present at the festival, but imagine like seeing your name next to Justin Bieber on a screen, right? So that's broadcasting to the whole world. Like that is quite an experience.
And like even if you have not been showcased, just to be feel that like you might be able to be on the screen.
Yeah.
It's kind of brings this new level of engagement, right? And it's what live is for.
Yeah, and we're going to bring some of your names on the screen very soon, so stay tuned for that.
And our co-producer as well. So like
co-producer as well. So there are a lot of things that are going to show up on the screen shortly. Sweet. That's a nice segue. So actually, this tweet that we're looking at is from Dylan, who we follow in relations to another interesting story that is not that new, but it still happened a few weeks ago. I think on April 2nd, to avoid April Fool's and April 1st jokes.
Yeah, like everyone was thinking that it's a joke, but actually it wasn't. Right?
I believe they waited for the 2nd to make this announcement just to make sure that no like April Fool's jokes are going to be around.
And actually, it made it even more viral. Right, because people will start thinking, like questioning, was it real or not?
I question everything.
Yeah,
like there's so many crazy stuff that's happening online that like every news you're just like, is this real? Is this fake? Is this some kind of a PR stunt? But this is real. OpenAI acquired TVPN.
Many opinion leaders were thinking that it's actually like a fake news.
Fake news, yeah.
Fake news, and they were like making some statement on X, and I just follow many of them, and like I've been really surprised as well. I still like maybe half till they actually started the show
Yeah.
at the same day. So like I was questioning this.
I know it's insane. But what's your take on this? What do you think about a podcast that started a little over a year ago? You know, full disclosure, obviously powered by
powered by
Restream. Restream was one of their technology partners and kind of instrumental for them to be live on all channels at the same time.
Like I have so many things to tell
Do
about
it.
them. Like
start somewhere.
Again, so we've been again since they started the show. I immediately became one of kind of biggest fans probably. I tried to reach out to these guys and I tried to kind of establish some relationship with them and we arranged some sponsorship agreement and we start powering all the streams. So we delivered around 400 streams and like I really admire this group of people because TBPN is not only just two hosts, Georgie and John, right? So it's a small crew, like a music band, and they are extremely hardworking people and extremely efficient people. So like it was a pleasure to kind of be like to see it behind the scene a little bit, right? So and it's not an easy job. So to go live every time for 3 hours, you need to be prepared. And like how they were sharing all this news and first of all they picked the right niche because they're both entrepreneurs. They are passionate about the tech business, that like tech market overall, and like their takes on how they kind of were explaining this news. I think that it's the most professional modern journalism. This show is one of the best tech shows on the planet, and I admire these guys and admire this show, and it was also interesting to see how creative these guys are in terms of how they try to make all the sponsorships, how they do the product placements, how they prepare the show, how they like do all these kind of tiny nuances with clipping. So it's just phenomenal. And so behind this, it's extreme work behind of this show. And like everyone was like, I saw like many tweets, some podcasters, like they were like two kind of camps. One camp of this, they were cheering and like rooting, like they've been so excited for this acquisition happen, for this news, and like it also kind of was the second camp, like it's been second camp that like kind of were like a little bit jealous that they were not acquired, but like they just couldn't see behind the scene, like they could not read between lines how much effort, and it's not a luck, it's just a lot of work, and again, and definitely they were run by like very very experienced serial entrepreneurs.
Yeah, I think it's very easy when this kind of success stories, it's very easy to kind of like lapse into this idea of like, oh, they just got lucky, like they were just in the right place in the right time. Anyone can do that. But that's not at all the case. Like even for us running this show weekly, which is primarily something that my team does, and it takes a lot of work to even put up the show that's not as high produced as TBPN was, booking guests and having such a crazy rotation. And the cadence is completely different. 3 hours every single day versus 1 hour
just
once a week.
Imagine to arrange all these guests. And like
no, it's insane. It's crazy. Like
every day they have like around from 5 to 10 guests, right, in average in 3 hour show. And it's just a lot of work.
I'm trying to arrange a team of 6 product managers and marketing teammates, and that's a lot of work. And those are people who work with me, and they kind of have to do.
And I like that again they went multi-platform. I like that they try to cater content in different formats, so that like they also kind of upload this content to podcast platforms.
Yes, they repurpose like crazy, and they're clipping
and
everything.
So they have audio format only. They have clips that they post everywhere, like and they stream to multiple social platforms at the same time. We also discuss with them go like in a vertical format, like, but it not happened yet. So we'll see. Maybe in the future we can also help them with this one.
Yeah, kudos to TBPN. And to me, this is also a very cool use case of how a media podcast that started relatively small. They just started a little over a year ago, and how much they were able to grow in just this short period of time.
Yeah.
And then such a huge acquisition. And that's not the only case.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but like I would like to talk more a little bit more about it. Yeah, it's a funny story about it as well. That like 3 months ago we participated like around 3 months ago, right? So we went to LiveCon in London.
December, yes.
It was December.
4 months ago.
Yeah, like and on LiveCon you and Matt, right? So presented actually TBPN case, and like the whole like presentation was around TBPN.
It was a case study, yes.
Case study,
so
right.
It was kind of like a last minute decision to go, and we it was LiveCon, basically YouTube Live and partners, which Restream is official YouTube API partner. And we presented the case how TBPN used Restream to basically build this content machine on social media, and how they started from just basically kicking it off and then growing to millions and millions of followers, views, and repurposing was a really big part of their strategy as we were building out their case.
Everyone started talking about them, and like it's cool that we present, like we kind of we mentioned this, and we built case around it, and 4 months after they got acquired by OpenAI, right? And again, there are a lot of rumors like why OpenAI done this, right? So that some people seeing that it's kind of more like acqui-hiring, because like TBPN group is just extremely how to say, like extremely talented marketers.
Yes.
Right. So modern marketers, and that kind of OpenAI try to kind of lay foundation for the media channel prior IPO.
Yeah.
So it could be one of the reason. And like, but after that, like we saw some more like kind of acquisitions right in a week or in a few days. Some other companies start buying media companies like in YouTube channels in particular. So it's an interesting time, right? So it's an interesting time, and if companies like OpenAI start thinking about
acquiring podcasts,
that like they think about distribution and about controlling the narrative about the company, and they look at this type of live format. And again, like it's not only live, so it's all formats, but like the cool part that it starts from live and then it repurposes everywhere. It repurposes everywhere. So kind of it's very scalable. While it's not kind of easy like to start doing this, but like it's more original and very, very scalable.
It's a good time to host a podcast basically right now, or to get started with an interesting concept for some kind of media, some kind of live show, some kind of like content, because it keeps happening. Here's another example, right? Like we just talked about this morning, how the Starter Store gets acquired by HubSpot. Slightly smaller scale in terms of like HubSpot is not as huge as OpenAI, but it is a powerful tool. Like it's one of the biggest like tech giants out there. We definitely use HubSpot here for our sales processes.
I believe they bought some media channels
before,
like a Hustle, so in the past, and it's also an interesting strategy, right? So they kind of try to, again, it's my hypothesis that they try to kind of build the relationship with target audience, because audience of this show is just like basically ICP or like target audience of HubSpot.
Yeah.
And through this kind of content, they could educate, they could incept messages, and like they could educate how to extract value from HubSpot platform.
Yeah, totally. No, I think it's an interesting trend in general that a lot of tech companies are just looking for this kind of like media arm that can like tell their story, because people who build HubSpot are probably not specialists in creating content, right? Like
I don't know, like maybe they are, like it's a media company because it's
but that's the whole thing, right? Like every big tech company is becoming a media company, and some are already there, some need to acquire.
I would even frame it different. I think that every company become a media company.
Yeah.
So even if it's a SMB, if it's a coffee shop, it becomes a media company.
Yeah.
Because you have like most of them have present on social, and they do some kind of everyone has own strategy how to do
Yeah.
it, but again, some of them could even live stream the process from the coffee shop, some the vibe, what is going on there.
Yeah.
Some of them just post some kind of special offers or just a cool pictures of
Yeah.
craftsmanship, how they craft this coffee.
Yeah.
It's just abstract example, but most of companies should be on social. It just becomes normal, right? So, and every
Totally.
company is a media company. And for software, it becomes even more critical right now because of all this technology boom, like technology revolution, right? So it becomes clear that to produce software
Yeah.
it becomes much easier, right? Again, so there's some debates. Okay, that maybe it would be not easy to maintain, but like with the time, these models would be so advanced that everyone becomes basically an orchestrator of software, like digital software writers,
Yeah.
right? So AI agents, and when the number of like businesses will significantly increase, it will be much more harder competition for eyeballs
Yeah.
to stand out, right? So, and it's the reason like most of companies, and especially from the tech industry and leaders in the niche, they kind of try to adapt this and become not only software companies but become media companies.
Yeah.
And again, even coming back to TBPN case, so all big news around tech, all fundraising events, on kind of new product launches, like any kind of company updates.
Yeah.
This show was this show not was it's still around.
It's still going. Yeah,
it's still
absolutely.
going, and it's still around. It's still around this space.
Yeah.
And what it says that like every company update, every product launch, every earning call, every like Q&A with CEO and
and founder,
co-founder, yes, and like and Anya, head of product marketing. So like every it it's much better when it's live, and it can be live on TBPN, or it can be live on your own channels, or it can be live on both TBPN and your channels.
And your guest channels,
and your
partners'
guest
channels, and your teammates' channels, which is what we're doing today. One of the new kind of things that we started to do with the shows is we ask all of our teammates to pair their channels, and now every message, every update, every product launch that we have in Restream is amplified by at least 30 people, right, that are connecting their channels and basically creating this. Like sometimes we look at the X line, right, and it's just like the same, okay, live clipping, like here, and like everybody's going live with that. Oh, that's really cool. I really like this idea, and we are about to get back to chatters in just a second. I promise.
So many cool stuff,
so many cool topics. But I just want to use this segue into like how every company is a media company right now. It's like kind of like a nice little segue to what we also wanted to share with NASA, right? Most people would not think about NASA as a media company, right? Those people are building spaceships.
Right.
Those people are sending people to, moon and like to the orbit of Earth and to international space stations. So their thing is not running shows. And yet, in the past 10 days, NASA live streamed consecutively, nonstop, this uninterrupted 10-day live feed from the Artemis 2, right? The spaceship that did the whole orbit flight around the moon. Which is just the beginning of kind of reviving.
It was very entertaining and a little bit scary in some moments.
It was for sure, because 10 days for humans to be in space, it's kind of serious, right?
Like I was really, I have to say, devastated in some point when I saw like that some like systems in the ship inside like stopped working for a while, and like they had to be rebooted from the Houston, from the command center.
Yeah.
And I like start immediately overthinking, like what if this kind of life, the most important system on the ship that like responsible for the oxygen, for like for water, could like stop working, like, and those guys in the space, and we stream this live.
And this is happening live.
And
that was a big risk. That was a big risk on
them. It was a big risk.
Space is not safe. Like going to the moon is not safe, but they took that risk and they decided to provide this non-stop real-time feed, which I think is awesome. And yeah, we watched the stream. Well, it's awesome that it ended up well, right?
Yeah.
No one died. No one's
I will knock on
systems,
the wood.
yeah, they were all good. And yeah, we could watch like the approach to the moon, the landing, like how they came back. And also, fun fact, we also, because we're so proud to be the technology partner for NASA, empowering that stream, going live on all social channels for them, we actually did ask them for a pair link at some point.
You
Actually,
start
on the
streaming,
day
right?
when, on the day when they were approaching the moon, which was to me one of the most exciting parts of the stream, and on the whole mission and journey. And yeah, they were like, sure, of course, more, you want to
More
amplify
eyeballs,
our
yeah,
land. We're happy to do that, which was very nice. And we got it live for 3 or 4 hours, I believe, on our own YouTube channels. And we had a lot of people chatting and engaging. Nice. Yeah. So that's just another way how pairing or adding your partner's channels could amplify any event, whether it's something that's super cool and interesting to your viewers, or if you have larger channels as partners and friends who can amplify your message. So it kind of works both ways.
Really it was interesting to observe how like they were handling this live show, like live stream, right? And they were streaming constantly on YouTube because again, YouTube allows to stream like much, like the timeline, the time frame for streams much longer than on other platforms. But they were also doing inceptions to X. Quite often.
It just got broken down because X cannot support 10-hour non-stop stream, so it was broken down. But it was live at all times.
And it was nice to see how like they kind of increase the viewership at some point of time. Like there were like around million viewers, right? Like on X, and it was just very proud moment for us. But like coming back, so basically NASA becomes a media company, right? As well.
Sounds like it, yeah. So because they keep streaming, and
but like again, it just plays. It just again. First of all, like they gain a credibility, from humanity. So like humanity empowers their mission, right? In some way, so they get support from whole humanity. At the same time, probably they like have some special relationship with some platforms, right? As well. So where they broadcast, right?
And it's pretty cool content to like offer to any platform. So I'm sure everyone is happy. And we are super happy.
So it's just a win-win-win.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great stuff. So we can't wait for. Never thought of NASA as a media group. I love this. Yeah, so this is why we have like this little like news warm up, because like that keeps the conversation started. But unless you have anything else to add on NASA, let's get to the chat and do what Justin Bieber did, and let our audience be part.
It's fun. Everything becomes a media.
Everything, Restream is a media company.
Restream is a media company.
OpenAI.
Like imagine, Restream is a tech company, software company, right? At the same time, Restream is an infrastructure for media companies. Restream also like a service for like creators, right? And empower creators who could become or who are on the way becoming media companies, or who already build established brands as well.
Yeah, totally. All right, we've got some really cool questions coming in. I will start with a few later ones, so the folks who recently commented.
My cold coffee.
Enjoy a cold coffee. Alex, please feel free to bring in any comments that are also relevant. And I promise I'm not talking to a ghost. There's a person there. So Fish Family says, did you remember to hit like and subscribe? I love how our community, this is the co-host in the chat right there, being like, hey. Question here from Infinity.
I just didn't get it. Let's go.
No, it's just like this reminder to hit like and subscribe.
Okay, no, the second one, like the new one.
I wonder how long is this streaming? So I think this is about us. We started about 30 minutes ago, and we're going to go for another 30 minutes to an hour. Depends on your questions. How many questions you guys
have. But if it's a question related to NASA, they've been streaming for 10 days. So
if it is related to NASA, yes, they've been streaming for 10 days. If it's somehow related to TBPN podcast, they stream for about 3 hours every
day, like for a year and a half. So.
Yeah, every day. I wonder, do they take breaks? Do they take vacations? I guess they used to upload
they were like, I think that during the Christmas times they took a few days and like off, and like actually they don't stream during weekends.
Right, but still, like if they want to take a week off with their
I think that it was just during the Christmas or last
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. It was that time frame.
That's commitment.
Yeah, but like still, we've been communicating with Ben, like with behind the scene producers there. So and thinking about what we can do.
Yeah. All right, some questions. Reluctant creators, great name. One thing that would be good if you could have on-screen text, comments coming in from various platforms and Restream own additional word filter. You could call it regard. Okay, so I think this is about
I thought about different word, but it's fine.
regard.
Regard.
Yeah. So basically, filtering words on the Restream side of things, because every platform, if you want to moderate chat, you can put the words that you don't want to appear in your chat. Right? Famous words that starts with F and C, you can easily block them, so you never see them.
Favorite words. Okay.
Mine too, but for some people, if you want to block them. So I guess the question is, would it be possible for on-screen text? So maybe that's a chat overlay. So like, so you can, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Is it related to? So each platform should have different keywords, or like.
So basically, it's a chat moderation on Restream side, because if you're going to put the whole chat overlay on your screen.
Then some people, some trolls, or
some people start like mentioning competitors or mentioning, personal.
Like we saw this as well on the stream as well.
Exactly, which is fine. I mean, I'm always happy to talk about competitors and pricing, but yes, the question is, do we plan to put some kind of a little filter for the chats on the Restream side of things?
I think we, if I'm not mistaken, we had it for the desktop chat, like.
For the application, yes, but I don't think that applies to Studio Chat overlay. Yeah, so we should bring it there.
I can tell that we are going to add more things in, like, definitely it could be AI related, and moderation is a part of it.
Yeah.
That we are moving towards some kind of assistant. Yeah. Right, and or like co-producer. I don't know how to say it. It could be co-producer and assistant, or. You can name it as you want, but like as you wish. But it feels that technology is here already, and we are going to implement these things.
And also on the topic of chats and kind of like stuff that appears on your screen, is there a setting for the lower thirds to shift the main screen up or down when displaying instead of overlaying? Kind of. So I think we're talking about, like, you see how this chat message under me is kind of like overlaying. So I can see how, depending on what kind of background you have there, it might be a little harder to read. So basically,
so can you switch to this layout, to the second layout?
Yes. So there are a few ways to do it.
Like it didn't work like I thought.
Yeah, it never works like you think. Maybe like that.
No. Let's do it.
Let's go back.
But we can move it up, right? So we can move it.
So one thing that I would recommend doing in this situation is just maybe changing the theme, because if you're doing something like this, then it kind of creates like a different look for you. I personally love the theme air. I like when it's transparent like that, but I can see how.
Yes, some objects could be like white on white, like, and it could be difficult to read. And I think, again, if I'm not mistaken, Alex, I think that we have something like that, or we used to have something like that, and we move elements up.
So the question is, like, can we move the whole video that we have here, right, like us, basically up, which kind of what happened on the vertical. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So depending on the layout, so here,
like, I think on some layouts, or maybe it's not for everything, maybe it's been for chat, or
but it's a valid point. I think this is a great feature request. I recommend going to ideas.restream.io and definitely submitting that if it's not there yet. And also,
see, there is actually some tip from our co-producer.
If you have more people on the screen, it would move up. So basically, if you have a different layout, like for example, if you have something like this one, then it would move up, right? So yeah, it does. No. It did move us up a little bit in our image.
Do you think? I don't see it.
See like how we're a little higher here?
But like not the image itself.
It's because it's not a video. Like imagine if we and another person were like the same size.
Can we swipe?
Yeah, swipe.
No, it's not.
But that's not the right layout. Like what was this one? It would. See?
Okay.
So back to Q&A. Great question. Thank you. And yeah, ideas at .restream.io is a good place for you to submit this, and our product team looks there every day, and that's what helps us to prioritize things like that in our roadmap. Also, lower thirds are very popular today, so be prepared from what I'm seeing. It would be nice to get news or sports ticker. We do have a ticker, which is something that's running under us right now. Ask your questions in the chat. But I guess the question, that's more of a browser source.
Yeah, I think it's a widget browser
yeah.
widget.
In January, you mentioned that we're working on that.
Yeah, we are still working on that. And again, I just want to do like call out or shut out, like when we want to have to say it properly.
Shout out?
Shut out or like call out.
It depends on what's happening.
Andrew, I would like to like.
Oh, you want to call him out? Yeah, that's a call out.
Andrew, he's our CTO.
Yes.
And co-founder. So
we can look at the camera.
We are calling you out.
Yeah, we're calling you out.
Where is browser source?
Where is browser source? Which would allow people to do things like this, sports takers. For people who are streaming the trading shows, right? Like when they're looking at the how the stock exchange is working. Like there are so many different examples of that. Obviously, sports, news, when you show scores. So yeah, all of that will be possible. Even for folks who are just wanting to show the donations or like interactions.
We thought it could be in January, but it didn't happen. So maybe soon, maybe next month.
Maybe next month. Andrew, I hope you're watching.
Andrew,
the CTO.
You are watching us and we are watching you.
Yeah. And there's a clarification about where we want to move what up. We don't want to move the video up. We want to move the position of what is overlaid. So basically, I think, so imagine if I could grab this little guy and I could move it anywhere.
It's a free move. We also have this concept.
We have it for the sources like videos or share screens, but we don't have it for chat comments and chat highlights yet. I think we should. I think it's a good idea.
It will be available for everything that we display on the screen, or to most of elements.
And a little bit of encouragement. Let's go, Andrew. You can do it.
Andrew, you can do it. There are a few more things that you also can do it.
Browser source
is one of them.
Epic. That's one of them for sure. I love that. And I think this is also related since it's about alerts, right? Are there any plans to integrate all alerts under one umbrella to avoid configuring each individual source? Right now, I have 3 separate browser sources where I get my Kick, Twitch, and YouTube alerts. So that's also coming back to Andrew. You can do it. Yeah.
Andrew.
That's awesome.
And again, it's not only Andrew, but Andrew is the main person who is in charge of the technical side.
Yeah, he's our CTO and he is the lead on this project. So Andrew, we're counting on you. Love Restream. This is awesome for my live stream. Thank you. We always love to see some extra love. Appreciate you sharing. Okay, question from reluctant creators. Did we already take this one? Yeah, the regard, sorry. Let's take this one from Danger Zone. How do you put the chat overlay in the middle? I couldn't find the ability. Well, that's very simple. Let's do that. So you're going to go to your chat and you're going to show your overlay, right? So basically, chat overlay has the free move mode. So let me see. I don't know if you guys see that, but I can move it anywhere. I think we don't really show like the movement, so they don't show how but once I actually let it drop, it appears like this. And then depending on your layout, you can put it in the middle. Obviously, this is not ideal for what we're doing right now for this specific scene. So for this scene, it looks much better if we keep it on the side. But if it's just you, you can always put it on top of your CO, for example, or yourself. So it's a free move thing. So you simply go to chats, you enable show on stream, and then you also have more settings. If you click 3 dots, there's all settings. That's where you can actually figure out the opacity. So if you wanted to kind of overlay on your video, you want to bring opacity to nothing. That makes sense. You good?
No, yeah, I just
all right.
Get this feeling that, like I miss something and it's my phone.
It's your phone. It's there.
I
see it.
It's like modern FOMO. So.
Modern FOMO. Yeah, definitely play with it. There is a video guide that shows exactly how chat overlay, the new chat overlay works. Charles and I did a whole stream about it, so you can see us playing with different themes and different fonts in there. And if you can still figure that out, you should do need help button in the lower right corner. This is our 24/7 live support, real humans, by the way, not AI, and they will help you find the setting. It is totally possible to move it. Sweet. Is there a way to highlight super chats separate from the regular chat overlay? Classic super chat question. Not yet, I believe, but we are working on it. Alex.
I don't know if you're working on it. So I will be transparent with you.
Well,
I don't know.
I know that the product team from Studio reached out to me yesterday and they asked if we can test super chats for Restream because you actually, not everyone is eligible for super chats, right? Like you have to have a certain number of subscribers or watched hours in order to be able to monetize this way. Because what super chats are is that people can pay to be highlighted and to basically promote your comment, which makes sense, right? Like if you have a very busy chat, for example, and you really want to get through to Alex, pay, I don't know, 99 cents or $1.99.
Or you want to be displayed on Beavers.
On Beavers, exactly. So there's huge value add for the audience, and there's huge value add for creator because they can monetize this way by picking their membership-only commentators, right? Yeah. So we are testing it right now, to the best of my knowledge. Hopefully, it will be coming back to Studio soon. But yeah, thanks for that question. It's a good one. There was a question about, is there a way to output to a virtual camera from Studio? So that's an interesting one. There is a way to bring in virtual camera into Studio. Some people use OBS or some other virtual cameras and bring them in Studio. Can you take something from Studio and get it out of Studio as a virtual camera?
The whole composition you can do it.
If the whole composition,
like the whole stream you can
with pairs. Or
like you can use it. You just basically stream somewhere and grab it from there.
You just stream somewhere and grab it. Well, so yeah, if you want to take the whole stream, you can just pair and add channels, right?
I think I think there are some workarounds how you can do it.
Maybe Molly, you can clarify a little bit your use case. If you're still watching, let us know what exactly you're trying to achieve. Like, what do you want to the viewer experience to be, and like what kind of content you're wanting to take from Studio and put it where. Because maybe the question is about putting it in some other applications like Zoom or some other more like, OBS, Slack, whatever you call it, right? Like maybe you're trying to get the beautiful studio quality and put it into a different desktop application. If that's the case, there might be some answers for you, but it depends on the tool you're trying to pull it into. All right. Great question from that, also from YouTube. Pharmacist.
Just a second. I see there is a Streamlabs fan. Like, I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, we'll take the Streamlabs. See, this is a whole celebration here. I moved from Restream to Streamlabs. Okay, so
and save 100%. Like, it's basically free. I don't know if you can do what you can do with Restream for free.
Yeah.
But if you are able to do it without any extra work,
well,
kudos to you.
I'm gonna showcase this comment because I think it's important, because this live show, the whole point of this is that, we're going to be authentic and honest, right? Like, we're not avoiding and dodging any questions. You can ask us anything. And if the tool works better for you, good for you.
Yeah, and we also have an integration with them.
Yes, that's true. And you can use Streamlabs as your encoder, like OBS, and then use Restream to multicast. I'm curious, how is their dual output working? Because I haven't tested it personally, but I know from OBS it's a little bit trickier. In Studio, it's a little bit easier, which is a nice segue to this question. How do I go live in both YouTube vertical and horizontal? They don't allow both to go on the same stream. They do. So with Restream, this is what we're doing right now. So if you go back to our YouTube channel and basically just look at the channel itself, right, at the main page, you will see that there are 2 live streams happening right now on Restream YouTube. One of them is happening in landscape or horizontal version for those who want to watch us on TV or on their laptop. And there is another version that is vertical. That's for people who are watching on mobile, tablets, any kind of vertical screens. So those are 2 separate events right now. The power of going live in vertical is that you will appear in vertical feeds, right? Like, so YouTube has a different algorithm and promotion and like basically pushes your stream differently depending on its orientation.
Well, like, there are 2 ways how to do it, right? So one way, you can send 2 streams at parallel to YouTube channel.
With Restream, that's the way.
Yeah, but like they kind of, there are 2 options. You kind of split your stream
Yes.
on the encoder side. So
Yes.
like we do in the studio, and we
Yes.
deliver two feeds,
Yeah.
one vertical and one horizontal. And there is a different way when you just stream to YouTube landscape, and
then in YouTube
the
Studio,
and
you choose the
yes.
setting to go in dual output because they have their own. Yes.
Yeah, but it's a little bit different how it works. So it's you're not able to. I think that it's just a little different way.
The biggest downside of doing horizontal and then sending it over to YouTube, if we did it right now, for example, what would happen to our vertical feed is it would be cut right in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I was telling. That it's a kind of different way to do it.
Because what YouTube vertical version does, when you send them the landscape horizontal stream, it just cuts you like somewhere right here, right? So it will be half me, half Alex, two shoulders, a little bit of our background. And there's not much you can do. They are working on improving that, but right now that's how it comes. Versus in Restream Studio, we actually automatically adjust your layouts. And if you have multiple guests, instead of cutting in the middle, or if you have two different screens, we basically stagger them on top of each other. So we optimize your layout for vertical.
So like as a recommendation, if you broadcast alone and you always position yourself in the middle of the screen and you don't do a lot of manipulations with different sources and layouts, then you can actually set up the settings, activate the settings on the YouTube end. Otherwise, like we highly recommend to use our studio and like send splitted content from our end. Or again, it could be used as well with our like add-on for OBS. So if you use OBS as an encoder tool.
Nice. We do have some content on dual format streaming on our YouTube as well. There are 3 tutorials as far as I know. One explains how to do it through OBS plugin, which is something that we built. And if you really want to use your OBS setup, you can, and then connect it to Restream, and then we will spread it out in horizontal and vertical. You basically choose the orientation per platform. There's a studio dual output, which is something you can also learn about on our YouTube channel. And there's a dedicated video on how to stream in both formats on the same YouTube channel, which I believe is what you were asking. Great question. There is also Andrew will deserve a raise for delivering. So we're back to
he can do it himself.
I love how people are really cheering for Andrew. And they're creating financial incentives for him to actually make this happen.
Actually, he got a little bit. He feels a little bit under.
He's sick.
Yeah, he got sick a little bit. So we need to cheer for him to recover faster.
Yeah.
And faster he will recover.
The faster the dual, faster the browser source is going to happen. So let's send some good vibes and some like really good healing energy Andrew's way. Speaking of help with coding, do you guys offer any sort of way that we can assist with the enhancements of the platform in any kind of open source coding kind of way? That's an interesting question right there, Ryan. What I think you should do is
you need to talk to Andrew.
Well, first you should definitely check out the positions in our on our careers. And if you are a brilliant engineer, we would love for you to contribute not in the open source coding kind of way, but actually building with us.
I think that we can support both ways. And actually we last week, right? So we had a stream about our developers portal.
Yeah.
So we start working again on our API, and we are going to double down on it because again, we, as like everyone understands that we need to build not only for humans but for like angels, like for agents, not for angels yet. So
that's next.
Maybe one day.
That's next for Andrew.
I don't know, but maybe not. So we work on API, and you can start building applications using our API. We also contribute to some open source products. One of them, if I'm not mistaken, is a media soup. And there are plenty of others. Like I believe that we contributed in the FIFA Pack and in, many other open source media solutions.
Nice. Clarification from Molly on why she wants to take the video from studio and put it somewhere else. It's actually for TikTok. TikTok multi-ingest to get an output to send to TikTok Studio. Actually, we are live on TikTok right now, as far as I think.
Are we live on TikTok?
Are we live on TikTok? Keep talking, says Alex. He is going to check and let us know. But yes, we have an integration with TikTok, and you can actually just connect it to your channels. And in that case, you don't have to use the TikTok Studio.
I think that you need to but you need to activate.
You have to apply. Depending on the type of your content, it might be easier or harder for you to get the approval. Some people struggle, especially if you're a non-gaming creator, because TikTok right now heavily prioritizes gaming content from third-party applications like Restream. So if you are streaming music or tech news and things like that, it might take a little bit longer for you to get approved. But you can still do it. Like, I recommend applying multiple times and also reaching out to TikTok support. Sometimes they can push it on their end. But yeah, you do have an option. We do have an API integration with TikTok, so you can just toggle it on.
And I also believe we have some video tutorials on our YouTube channel, which you
Yes.
can subscribe to if you are not.
Not yet subscribed.
Yeah, and there are some nuances as well. How to get more visibility, like more engagement. So you need to also open TikTok page.
Yeah.
And there are some nuances. So you can find articles in our help center or videos on YouTube in our channel, how you can do it.
Absolutely. Some extra love for Restream. I absolutely love Restream now. It has gradually improved over the years. I do appreciate all the work that you guys have put into it. I'm just going to send some hearts because I'm so moved.
Are they working?
They are working.
Like, where is
but
my
only
heart?
For one, because like you need to wait for my hearts because we're like,
where is my heart?
Come on. Don't move. Okay. You need solid background. And then catch.
Like this.
But this is for you, Michael, because this is exactly why we wake up every day, to hear this kind of feedback, that you guys can see the improvement. It makes your life better. It makes your streaming more exciting, and it really works for you. Like, this is the best thing to hear. How does it make you feel when someone says that I can see how Restream improves?
I feel very proud. I'm feeling very proud, and like, we kind of invested more than a decade in building this. It's kind of a commitment from our end, and every time we see your support, it encourages us, inspires us to keep working on this product. And again, since the day one, when we just launched our first version, we saw so many good, like, again, not only good feedback, but like constructive feedback, let's say, from all over the place. And for us, it was one of the main reasons why we keep working on this. When you see some people from like different countries send you these messages, and like they explain the use cases and how Restream helps them in certain ways, it just inspires. That, like, in some way, it's how we could do an impact. It's how we feel that we mean something. That, like, we do something for society. So we not only consume, but we try to produce and kind of give it back.
It's actually impressive, because a lot of times when I talk about what I do for a living, people always have this feedback for me, like, oh, you really like your job, you really like enjoy what you're doing. And this is the reason why, because you can actually have this kind of two-way street, right? Like, you get this feedback. It's a real person who says, hey, Restream makes my life better. And that's what we're building. And it's just such a great feeling.
Yeah, like, it's an amazing feeling. And like, when comments are not so positive, it's also can let us down a little bit. But like, it's also a reason for us to try harder and get better. So it humbles us a lot. So
according to our behind-the-scenes clips producer Becca, yes, we are live on TikTok, so you can actually check us out on TikTok at Restream.io. That's good to know. Thank you, guys. And more questions about chats. About Restream Chat, currently custom YouTube channel emojis cannot be displayed on Restream Chat. Could there be possible integration for this new feature? That sounds like one of the new API superpowers, right? Like, you should be able to build an API to do that. What do you think? Or no?
No. It should be
integrated by us.
Yes, and it's not hard to integrate.
It's easy. Okay.
It's easy. It should be easy.
Should be easy.
It depends. It depends. Okay, so I'm not going to like provide more comments. Yeah, but it's
We
quite.
don't know when, but it is
it's
possible.
yeah, it's very it's possible.
Very cool. All right, super chat, €2. Lovely stream. Let me check super chat. Look, okay. Back to super chats. Yeah, good stuff. Do you need beta testers? Let us know. Allegedly, Ian. There was a time when we thought about building a beta testers program for
Right.
Restream, but then we didn't do it. Do you remember why?
I think that we share it in the past with our community all coming features. So we had the list of
Yeah.
creators who've been helping us. But like then with the time we got so much busy and we just basically ghosted the community and I feel guilty a little bit for it. We could actually it's a good reminder that we need to come back to it.
To come back to this, yeah. So we just need to allocate somebody who can like actually manage and grow this.
Yeah,
this
it's just like
group.
there are so many initiatives and like you need to pick just
Yeah.
a few that you can make.
Yeah.
I mean that you can actually how to say that you can do a good job.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Because we want it to be a good experience for you. We don't want because beta testers are asked to spend their time to basically find bugs and like issues
and
with
like
our
you
product.
need to
And we want to make sure you have incentives to do that, right? Like we want to reward you. We want to make sure that you have a good line of communication with us. You don't do that work and spend the time
communication. And like
vain.
communication requires time.
Yeah,
Just, like,
yeah, for sure.
If it has to be thoughtful, not kind of a slow communication.
Yes, absolutely. However, if you want to test something in particular that we are announcing or we just launched, you can reach out to us. Our DM is open. And if you are having a specific use case, for example, if you are using super chats a lot, right? And you say, hey, I would love to help you test the super chats because that's my thing. I use them all the time on YouTube. You can just DM me. You can find me as Anya Razina on either LinkedIn or X. Yeah, just drop me a line and I'll figure out how to, in a ROG and not very structured way to give you the opportunity.
You know what? Like I would add a few more words here. Like if you know how to build systems with beta testers, you also please don't hesitate to send us a message.
Send us a message.
If you have had previously experience with this, so it's also could be helpful because we are looking for people who can help us for sure, and like we are very thankful that there are some the initiatives, right? So
yeah. Oh, that's great. That's even like next level. Instead of just testing for us, help us build a system, and we will get the beta testers.
Alex mentioned that he has one more question related to this subject, right?
Alex?
Yeah. So he sent us a private message. I don't know, like what. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you want to display it on the screen?
Yeah,
okay.
Go for it.
Go. So like.
Okay. Right. Put a new position out there that someone will manage the whole beta program. I might be interested in applying. Okay, Ryan, we hear you. You should definitely reach out because sometimes there's not a post for the position, but the position might exist. So have a conversation with us, and yeah, that's a good one. Good segue. I do want to come back a little bit to chats. Are we going to get new chat themes? That's a good one because we only have 3 right now, 4, right? Air and a few older ones. Do we want to expand that?
I think that again, we have a lot of ideas about customizations in Studio and more custom things you can do with the scene itself. More custom things you would be able to do with each element.
Yeah.
And maybe we will allow you as well to just edit on basically on the code level.
Yeah.
The scenes that you can use CSS and JavaScript and like build your own scenes.
Yeah.
Not scenes, themes.
Themes, yeah.
Sorry for my accent. Themes.
Good. Themes.
Good
stuff. This is a great question. This is Taylor from X. What would you like to see from platforms like YouTube and others that help with the growth of live streaming? That's a good kind of like more philosophical. what should platforms like YouTube and platforms like YouTube do to make live streaming better for everybody? What can, if you could ask, I mean, I know you do ask them every week. We create a whole list of things that would help us.
I think it depends on the platform. So
YouTube. I think this question is like YouTube, yeah. Or X.
Yeah, so because they have different, again, YouTube has much more history with live video. X is relatively, again, they've been having live video for a while, but it just a little bit different. It's been mostly tied to mobile streaming and Periscope in the past,
Yeah.
and just then they moved a little bit to sport events, and right now they allow to stream with encoders as well, third-party applications to it. From every of these platforms, they have own kind of content pros. What we can for YouTube definitely, or like for YouTube, for X definitely there are a lot of improvements, even for the event preparation, like
Yes.
right. So is that you can, there is no way to schedule event in advance so that you could see a post around
Yes.
it, and there is no way to get notified about it.
Yeah, pre-promotion is harder.
Pre-promotion
Yeah.
is harder. And the same thing, like there is a way to boost like some content on X in different ways and like on other platforms, right?
Yeah.
So there is, again,
I was
so
gonna
many. It's
say,
very
like-
good question, but it just
Yeah.
I think that this question, it could be
a whole stream on
a
its
whole
own.
stream
Yeah.
by its own.
Which is what I love to do also. Like sometimes like we would start questions and like, oh, that could be content. At least it could be like a short or video guide.
I think that
Yeah.
like a short answer, it would be like they have to invest in algorithms to prioritize this content.
Yeah.
And like there are some signs when like some platforms boost as well, like you can stream, like for instance in both modes to one platform, right, in the vertical and horizontal. And advantage of some vertical streams, that algorithms in this vertical feeds work differently, so you can get more eyeballs, more visibility. So I wish more platforms could do this, like
Yeah.
invest like to promote this type of content.
Yes. So like more like banners and like ways to make the live content more shiny. Obviously the algorithm, but even boosting. I think it's interesting because the question was about YouTube and X. On X, you can actually, there's a little button that you can
Yeah.
boost your stream, but on YouTube, to the best of my knowledge, there is no simple button that can just boost your YouTube live stream. And I think that's an opportunity for YouTube as well, because for some creators like us, for example, we would happily boost our YouTube lives and our YouTube verticals to go and be seen by more people. So that's good stuff. And
Well, I
yeah.
will add one thing that I
Yeah.
feel that it would be nice for those end platforms to prioritize original content
Yes.
when it comes from human and not from
AI
from
slots.
AI.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And I think it would be the main differentiator.
Differentiator.
And like it feels that this content will be valued much more in the nearest future. We'll see. It's one of my predictions. I like one of the hypotheses.
Yeah. It's already happening because people are getting tired with AI content, and there's a lot of like kind of like backlash. I mean, AI is great for as a tool to help you edit, schedule, automate things, but to create, you still kind of need some soul, right? In order for it
Yeah,
to be
like you need to
interesting.
be a good storyteller
Yeah.
anyway. And again, you can see some really like real art content, but like all the stories, like a short even art house kind of episodes that been built using AI tools. But again, behind of this is a story
Is
that
a
been
person, yeah.
crafted by human, and a human with exceptional taste and exceptional like imagination. So, and it feels that this kind of, but like again, AI will help to produce more content faster, and it means that more not high quality content will be available on social platforms too. So,
And live could be that differentiator because if you're live, you can really fake it. Oh yeah, at least not yet.
yeah, you can fake it, but like,
But it's very obvious when it's fake live, I think.
and it's expensive to fake it in some way. But
True.
I don't know, like again, so we will see definitely successful cases from all sides.
Yeah.
And it depends on the strategy, what you want, like how you want to like kind of conquer the world. Like someone would like basically spam and produce millions of episodes, some would be focusing more on like craft, and we'll be crafting and spending more time to build a much higher quality content. Both will work.
YouTube emojis should not be hard. Just hand it off to Andrew, and they will have that done in 24 to 48 hours. LOL from Ryan. Love that. Michael is coming back with a little extra on. You should be proud of what you've accomplished. I'm now fully able to express myself. Yeah, I tried other streaming platforms and tools, but they are not as good as Restream.
Thank you so much.
So amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Another call out for Kavinsky album in the background. You are right. This is Kavinsky Reborn. Let me know what's your favorite track. I have a few favorite. I know it's like a whole thing, like a whole one. The whole album is like a whole song, but I do have my favorites. I would like to know what's your story. Put a new position out there. We already covered this one. Is there an update on offering browser source in Studio?
Andrew.
This will be much appreciated. That is definitely good. I love this one. Any tips for rebroadcasting old streams? TikTok, for example, says not to do this according to their terms and conditions. How can we practically use that feature to help grow the right way with real fans? So I think it's a great question, great opportunity to like recommend what pre-recorded content or kind of repurposing content could do. Yes, some end platforms do not like pre-recorded content to appear as live. However,
if it's been recorded as live before, or again, it's
like they all support clipping. Like clipping is all good with most of the platforms. But I see what you're saying. Like if you're actually faking a live stream, I know that TikTok doesn't like that. YouTube does like that because they have a whole feature of their own called YouTube Premiere, right?
And they launch it 2 years later after Restream.
The old version of uploaded stream. So some platforms are much more kind of welcoming to that type of content. I do know exactly what you're mentioning because TikTok terms and conditions do mention that there's.
I think that there are more platforms that like kind of questions this stuff, because I think that some creators could abuse the system and just basically spam and create a lot of, again, low quality content and loop this content for a long period of time. And but like it's never been a problem if you're like established brand.
Yeah.
So most of established brands say, and like it could be some famous artist or like again automotive, like some new car releases. So most of them been using uploaded stream and pre-recorded content, and they stream it scheduled as live. So I think that again, it's better to discuss with the support team of TikTok, but like if you don't abuse the system, if you kind of mix it, if you just stream it live and then you decided to rebroadcast this same episode in a prime time, in a different for an audience in a different time zone, I'm not sure that like you could have any issues with this.
Nice. No, I agree. Definitely follow the terms and conditions of M platforms. We do not encourage you to break them, but there are other platforms that will allow you to do that, and you definitely should take advantage of that. We use Upload and Stream regularly whenever I'm off. We did the last like big best of 2025 that we launched around Christmas. It was huge success. People loved the compilation of our best tutorials and best moments from live streams. So it went well. No one got blocked. So that did happen. Question about scheduling on X. It's actually coming back to what you were saying, how like X does not necessarily allow you to pre-promote well. Will you be able to add an integration to schedule X streams? Because right now in X Studio, I know exactly what you're talking about. There is an option to schedule posts, right?
Yes.
If you go to Media Studio on X, there's an opportunity to, but that doesn't apply to live streams. This is something that we need to work out with the X team.
We will bring this up, and actually, So recently we established a new kind of new contact, but like. Yeah, so it was a rotation inside of X team, and recently we got new contacts, and
they're very responsive.
Yeah, they're very responsive. So I think that we will bring this one more time to them, and we'll see. Maybe they will help us to build it.
Also, feedback like this and questions like this really help us, because we could clip this moment and actually share it
with
the team.
We will tag them. So we will tag them. So on X.
because that not only comes from us, that it comes from real users and community. So that really helps us. Whenever you want something built that requires collaboration from a different platform, bringing this up, sharing it, messaging, tagging, posting always helps, because that creates this understanding for them that that's something that the community needs.
And upvote, make this
Upvoting,
on
yeah.
our, bring it to our ideas page. So add your ideas there. And again, for us, it's a good reason then to bring this to the teams, because with most of them we have established communication channels. So we talk to most of them on bi-weekly basis.
Yeah. Another follow-up from common threads here. In the future, we will be able to schedule streams to a YouTube channel as a separate account with manager permissions instead of requiring to log in directly to a YouTube account. So if you are the owner of the channel, you can connect it to a Restream account, and then you can use our seats and workspaces where you can actually give other people to just schedule. So
there is other workaround, different workaround. It's pairing, right? So with the pairing, you can basically even rent your channel to, rent it, right, to others.
Yeah, basically lease your channel.
Lease,
you can, for example, if I own Restream YouTube, right, as an owner of Restream YouTube, I can take your paired link, and if you are creating content about threads, something very interesting for my community about X threads, and I can actually bring it live on my YouTube channel, and you will never have access to that channel, right? By sharing the paired link, I choose to connect your video to my account, and I can stop it at any moment, and I do not share any credentials, any passwords, any stream keys, or anything like that. So it's a super secure way to do it. But yes, if that's just part of your team, you as an owner can authenticate and connect your YouTube channel, and then you can add a few team seats and let people just simply toggle. So if the concern is that you just don't want them to log into your YouTube, you can just let them toggle after you log in.
As a conclusion, there are two options how to do it. You can add team seats, and then you can give them permission, to your teammates, to your channel through Restream under one umbrella organization account. And there is other way you can just basically pair and give your channel lease it for an hour or for a stream or for a week, and you can always revoke the access and whenever you want. And it's secure because you don't share actual credentials. So you don't share your login and password from your channel. You don't disclose your stream URL and so on. So it means that when you want, you just revoke your access and access to your channel, and no one could stream to it.
Good tips. More love from Michael. I have had success recently on LinkedIn, and I didn't in the past. My numbers with Restream have really helped. LinkedIn, though most people watch the stream after, sometimes weeks after. I also noticed that, Michael, that sometimes I get a lot of comments and
especially
reactions.
on LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn, yeah, that's what he's talking about. Yeah, LinkedIn, sometimes you basically get more views and comments and engagement with the stream that already passed. I wonder why. That's something that we could probably bring up to our LinkedIn partners, because I'm interested. Also, that's another kind of connected to the question, what end platforms could do better. Promoting through the algorithm live on LinkedIn is something
on LinkedIn is a little bit weird. Most of the time, I see even posts 3 weeks old. Yeah. It's kind of not the real time news. So in some other platforms, they kind of not rotate. They prioritize this content differently.
Yeah.
And on LinkedIn, sometimes I see posts that been so old, and as they appear in my newsfeed, including live streams, and I'm I miss it. Yeah, but again, so if you want to get even more exposure, you need to chop your streams on short video, clips.
Use Restream clipping feature.
Honestly, we have not expected, but how it works, but it works very well for us, and we recommend for everyone to do it. It just allows you just triple your viewership or quadruple, because from one episode you can produce so many small videos with a duration 30, 40, or up to a few minutes videos, and all of them will get viewers separately.
Yeah.
And so every short on our page, I believe that we post gets like extra 200-300 views easily, just on YouTube, I believe.
On
Not
YouTube, it's much more. On LinkedIn, it's a little less than hundreds,
Yeah.
but on YouTube, yeah, we
And TikTok as well, and Instagram. Instagram started growing very fast because of this.
yes, Instagram through Reels. On Instagram, we only do two things: we go live with this show in vertical mode, and we also send Reels, which are just clips and maybe some short, like vertical versions of our tutorials. And it's growing very fast. We are reaching 500,000 views every 30 days impressions, so it's pretty good. I would say also to about the clipping. If you do live clipping, which is what we are doing right now, and you can check out on our LinkedIn, YouTube, and X that we're posting clips, live clips from this exact show as we are continuing to stream it. That's a good way to link back to your show. So people could be served that little short clip and be like, oh, this is interesting. And then there's a link from there that brings them back to the whole show, right? So that's a really cool hack that you could use with Restream live clipping, which is now available. And yeah, we're doing it right now. So you can actually check that in action. Danger Zone. Hi, Charles, wherever you are. He is around, I promise. But shout out to our other co-producers today. It's Alex, who is our behind-the-scenes producer, and Becca is on live clipping. Interesting here on the pre-recorded streams, kind of like coming back to like how to make it fair and clear on all end platforms. In my opinion, we should just tell people to put a marker on the screen that says this is pre-recorded. So if you want to be open that this live stream is not live, there's a way to just do it with a little overlay, right? Question about Mixcloud. Are you guys going to be able to integrate chat with Mixcloud? We had some kind of conversations with them at some point.
Yeah.
We were trying to integrate Mixcloud, but then we ended up with more or less like RTMP style, like customer TMP style connection. So you can still stream to Mixcloud, but I hear you. The chats are not coming.
Yeah, I'm not
yet.
sure that they have an API for this,
I
but
believe
we will follow up with them. So
I believe they do not yet. But yeah, it's a great question. All right. One more from Ryan. When can we expect to be able to schedule streams while utilizing the default RTMP stream? I want to schedule out 3 streams, but when I use the OBS plugin, I can't use the default RTMP to schedule. That's quite technical, actually, to me.
When can? Okay, I'm reading.
Yeah. So it's related to plugin, right? The vertical plugin.
Just a second.
I think our co-producer is typing the response to us.
It's related. It's related to OBS, right? So OBS plugin. So
yes. So that's with drafts. Yeah, that's related to drafts.
And like actually we build it, but if I'm not mistaken, OBS has not approved our PR
Yes,
right.
yes.
So and
Yes.
they basically have
have
OBS has not included in the build in the new like kind of releases.
Yeah.
And like we've been pinging them for a while, but like I think that it's on our end we've done it like 6 months ago or something like
It's
that.
ready. Yeah.
It's ready, but yeah, it's very interesting situation, and we try to reach these guys and like yeah. So it would be nice if you can ping OBS as well. Like if you know some people from OBS community who contribute to OBS.
Yeah, they're contributors.
Contributors. Just don't hesitate to ping them as well, because we honestly got tired to send them this kind of follow-ups and we never got back. But we already like prepared and sent PRs with our like changes.
Yeah.
But they were not included to releases, latest like a few releases.
Yeah, that's a good
So like we are not a bottleneck, guys. Sorry. So
but we will ping again. I think it's great that you guys brought this up because we can ping them again. Because it's clearly, if it adds value to you, then we should keep pushing. Great question here from the feature request perspective. Ability to modify the scene without switching to it during a live, like putting an image.
Yes.
I know that pain because I would love to be working on my next scene while you guys are looking at this one. And it is the beauty of scenes is that you can preset your show, right? And then you can basically use it as a slide deck.
We need Andrew help here. So again,
Also Andrew.
also
No,
Andrew.
no way.
There are other people could work on this, but Andrew, I think that Andrew could help, right, Alex?
Yeah.
Accelerate this process and find the shortest path to make it happen.
Yeah. So you
Because
have to see where you're working.
there are different ways how you can develop everything, and sometimes you can try to build it in a most advanced, secure way, and like you could overplan.
Or
So
you
we
can
need to
make it
find
simple.
like you can we need to find a simple solution here. But yeah,
we hear your pain because I
we
would love to
experience this pain on a daily basis, and we are thinking how to address it in an elegant way. So,
Yeah.
but
thanks for bringing it up because
we work
it's a
on
great
this.
reminder.
We work on this. Like is this feature in my head for sure, and in Anya's head as well, and
every time.
Our co-producer today is Alex as well.
Yeah.
We discussed it yesterday and the day before, and we actually draw it on our whiteboard yesterday too.
To prioritize that.
Yeah, like so many things, and
love it. Awesome. A quick feedback from Michael on shorts. I have noticed that YouTube supports shorts. I can make a video about someone in the rain and I'll get 1,000 views. Shorts are really being pushed right now by YouTube. It's true. A lot of times, short clips from our live streams get more views than individually get more views than the whole live stream. It makes sense. It's very short,
you can get you can catch some virality.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because like there are many reasons why it happens. First of all, like to be able to be promoted on YouTube in particular, you should have your account, your channel should gain some trust.
Mm-hmm.
And to gain this trust, you have to you have to produce some content. You have to post some videos. You have to stream certain number of hours, and after that, your content could become more visible to more people. And there are, again, so some of these social platforms, they operate in many different countries. Different countries have different regulations. And sometimes if you can live stream any kind of content, and sometimes content could be not appropriate. And those kind of how to say it, thresholds, right? Like
thresholds,
they are necessary, unfortunately, to prevent to harm reputation of these platforms, because these platforms are responsible for delivering this content for end viewers. So, and but in a short format video, since it's a smaller piece of content,
it's easier to evaluate,
to evaluate, and it's easier for consumer, for end viewer to view it, and because every viewer can see in a few minutes, like a few seconds, a few videos.
Yeah.
And if they stuck with your video for a few seconds, your video start gaining more trust, and so on, and it gets prioritized much faster. So the best way to say is that you need to do both, and and actually it will help more. You will chop and repurpose. It will affect. You will gain more trust on social platforms, and like more the social platforms will prioritize content from your channels.
Yeah, that's awesome. I would also say that it's just easier to test from the algorithm perspective. It's just easier to test something that's 30 to 45 seconds long. So when you're making clips, especially using Restream clips, you do have an option to set how long your clip can be, right? You can make longer clips, but we highly recommend making them smaller, because the shorter clips actually are easier for the algorithm to test, as well as for human to perceive 45 seconds of information. In today's world, where people have span of attention of a goldfish, it's just easier to communicate the value in 45 seconds than in 5 minutes. That's what people are expecting. A few more questions or comments that I would like to take as we are wrapping up, because we've been live for an hour and a half. Can you believe that?
Yeah, like we get hungry a little bit, so need to eat some food.
But I do want to highlight this one from Molly. It's great that you do this live streams every week. It adds a lot of trust that you are talking to the community and actively using your own product. This is what we really want to hear, and this is literally one of the missions.
Should we talk? Should we call out Romario?
For
live clipping.
So today's Becca.
Yeah. It's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want to call out him for?
It's Becca.
Well, that's not his fault.
Okay. No, it's not the fault. I just
no. It's my fault. And so
okay.
if you want to call out, you can call out me. But we do have live clips, and Becca is helping us with that, and Romari is helping us a lot of times around.
Yes.
As well, and Romari is the product manager and the lead for clips, so he is the one who's making that happen.
So we just try to do like dog fooding, right? So and try to bring everyone involved who is responsible for certain parts.
Yeah.
And we have co-producer, our head of product today. We have also Anya and me on the stream.
Dog fooding for almost 8 years now. It's going to be 8 years in May since I joined Restream, and 6 years of studio.
Yeah, and like then we also, so while we bring comments, Alex brings comments as a co-producer and thinks how we can implement some AI agents that could be your co-hosts. Then at the same time, we try to do live clips. And these live clips, we also want to after post. So we want to work on a better quality that you could trust, that we pick automatically good moments and clip them right and trim them right and automatically post to social. Then when the show is over, we will check with our AI tool how many questions were asked and like what questions we have not answered during this live show. And we are working on AI assistance that helps to get insights. And like
that's up next.
Matt is going to review how this functionality works and how we can tweak it to make it better and so on. So every time we try to improve it and we try to use our product, and all actually internal calls we do through Studio as well. And it helps us to spot many bugs with connectivity and
layouts, the looks, the ease of finding functions. Yeah, dog fooding is super important. But yeah, it's really good to hear that you guys see that. And there's another really nice comment from Michael here. I found he was personable.
Thank you.
And very patient and humble. You don't come off as fake or arrogant. That is so refreshing. I've been watching you guys for 2 years.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Michael. We're so happy to hear that. And we hope to see you around again.
You know what, Michael, as soon as we start gaining, like it happens sometimes, we start gaining ego, like, but then something stopped working well, and
the humbleness just lands on us.
Yes. It's kind of, it's unpredictable how life is, so it's better to do not have to say like just to be simple.
Yeah,
totally. Try to be simple.
So yeah, I see you comments. There are more comments here, so we will be wrapping up this one. But let us know in the comment if you would like to do another Ask Me Anything with the Restream CEO anytime soon. It's not going to be next time, but do you find value?
Next time? What do you mean it will not be next time?
Because next time we are doing a different stream. But if you find this valuable, we would love to.
Because I just sorry it was interruption, because I said like it will never happen
again.
It will never happen next time. So.
Unless you tell us in the chat. But seriously, I would love to know if Ask Me Anything with our team like this, when we don't necessarily have a demonstration for you, right? Just basically content based on your questions. If you find this valuable, we will be bringing this more and more to you with our head of product, with our founder, and with our CTO. And let us know. The next time, a little teaser, we are going to talk about AI, Ask AI in Restream Analytics. We recently launched reimagined and much more beautiful Restream Analytics, where you can see the stats of your stream. You can see the chat, the transcript, and a lot of information about your viewers and chatters. So a lot of them are just, they're pretty charts and graphs. But the brand new thing that we are launching as we speak is Ask AI. So it's basically an AI agent that can help you find insights within your analytics. So you can ask what questions you didn't answer. What was the sentiment of the chat? Who was the most active person? What was the most commonly asked question? Or sometimes I even ask things like, how can I turn some of the comments into content? Like give me like the best questions that I can turn into videos and shorts. So there are so many different ways to utilize it to make your streams better. And next week, Matt, who is the team lead, product lead on analytics, is going to demonstrate that. We will together work on some prompts and on some questions that you can ask AI about our streams. So that is going to be an exciting show.
Yeah, it would be very interesting to see what kind of
AI
prompts.
is going to do.
yeah, and what kind of prompts you guys come up with, because
Yes.
like we can ask audience, right? So
yes, that's the whole show. We're basically going to take a few of our own streams, probably including this one, Alex. So maybe you'll be up again next week. So I'm taking that back.
come on.
You won't be on camera, but we will be using this stream, the analytics from this stream.
Then it has to be the most engaging stream. So
It has to. Yeah.
It has to get the most of views.
Yeah.
The most of chat messages, the most of
we'll
subscriptions to our channels,
the most subscriptions to our channels. Yes.
Ideas of new features.
Yes, and then we will basically we'll use probably a few streams just to make it interesting, and then we will be using your prompts. Like, what would you ask the analytics to find out about your stream? And we'll be like typing them in and seeing what the AI is going to tell us. So it's going to be very engaging, also very driven by you.
And one more thing, Andrew.
Andrew.
You have to watch this. Browser search is necessity. Let's build it.
Yeah, let's build it. Lots of great questions still in there. You can also comment to the video. So obviously the live chats will go away, but then you can also leave some comments. We'll be happy to review them afterwards. Definitely check out our YouTube channel and tutorials. Definitely, as Alex said, subscribe to our channel if you're watching us on YouTube. Follow us on all other platforms. We really appreciate you hanging out with us today. This was really fun to do. And we really thank you.
Do you think?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. So I don't know about you, but I had a great time.
I always enjoy it because like I know that I'm on the streams, that you lead the stream, that it's much easier for me.
Oh, so thank you. No, I mean, honestly, to me, our community leads the stream, especially Q&As and AMAs like this one is driven by you guys. So I cannot thank you enough for choosing to spend this hour and a half with us. I know you're busy people, you have a lot of things to do, but you chose to be in this chat, right? And ask us questions and tell us about your experience with Restream and say a bunch of really nice things about how Restream changed your life. And that is just so beautiful. Thank you. We'll see you again next week. Today, our moderator was Grant. Thank you so much for moderating our chat in YouTube. Becca was on live clipping. Alex, the head of product, was our co-producer today. He is going to show up in just a second as we are wrapping up and doing our thank you screen. And my co-host is Alex, the founder of Restream. Thank you for hanging out with me.
And my co-host is Anya,
the marketing
head of product marketing,
the marketing person. Thank you, team, and we will see you next week. Want to do hearts?
Thank you, guys. Thank you for all your comments, for the inspiration.
Lots of inspiration today.
See you next week, but I will be behind the scene.
Behind the scenes. And I will see you right here in Restream Studio. Thank you.